Led by emotions, the pilot usually initiates reflexively a 180-degree turn back to the airfield. Problem: a 180-degree turn is just not sufficient. Usually, the turn must be extended to 225 degrees to reach the extended center line of the runway, and then continuing the turn to the opposite course to reach the active runway. The pilot can influence the time and, at the end, the loss of altitude by utilizing the bank angle of the airplane. A standard turn of 225 degrees already takes 75 seconds. When utilizing a bank angle of 30 degrees, about 35 seconds. And when banking 45 degrees, still 16 seconds, an eternity in this critical phase. Especially fatal in this situation. The greater the bank angle, the greater the load factor acting on the airplane. As a consequence, the stall speed increases in direct relation to the bank angle. At 60 degrees bank angle, the stall speed is almost twice the normal stall speed. This is why a bank angle of 45 degrees is to be seen as the absolute maximum. By pushing the nose down, the pilot will prevent the danger of a fatal spin and compensate the higher stall speed of the airplane at this attitude. With increasing airspeed, the rate of descent will increase distinctly, and altitude will be gone before the airfield is in range. Another factor that will negatively influence these numbers is the wind. Turning into a tailwind will reduce the effective aerodynamic flow velocity on the aerodynamic surfaces dramatically. The loss of lift normally leads to a loss of control of the airplane. When turning into a crosswind, another problem arises for the pilot. The turn radius increases or decreases depending on the direction that the pilot is turning to reach the runway again. As a consequence, reaching the runway may be impossible, or the landing may become even more critical for the pilot. An approach with a tailwind is critical for the pilot, since the glide performance of the airplane is totally different as usual. Also, during the approach, traffic on the runway and taxiways may make a landing on the airfield impossible. A decision to turn back at a low altitude with an engine failure usually has fatal consequences. Taking the bull by the horns. That means continuing a straightforward flight path offers more alternatives and distinctly minimizes the risks.